Let's go back in time. It is the year 1918. The place is South Africa. It is a beautiful country with big mountains and green hills. In a small village called Mvezo, a baby boy is born. His father is a chief. That is like a king of the village. The father gives the baby a name. He calls him Rolilala. That is a hard name to say, but in his language it really means troublemaker. Spoiler alert, he will cause a lot of trouble later. But it will be the good kind of trouble. Young Rolilala loves his village. He plays with other boys. They play with sticks. They play with rocks. They slide down big stones. It is a fun life. He takes care of cows and sheep. He runs in the fields. He is a happy farmer. But then something sad happens. His father gets very sick. His father dies. Rolilala is only 9 years old. This is very hard for him. His mother takes him to a new place. It is a big palace. A new chief lives there. The new chief says, "I will be your dad now." He gives Rolilala good food and a good bed. Rolilala goes to school. This is special. Many boys in his village do not go to school. His teacher is Miss Mdingane. She is strict. On the first day, she looks at him. She cannot say his name. Rolilala? No, she says. That is too hard. I will give you an English name. Your name is Nelson. The boy says, "Okay." And just like that, he is Nelson Mandela. Nelson is a smart student. He learns about history. He learns about the world. He grows up and becomes a tall young man. He likes to run. He likes to box. He goes to a special school for older students. He makes friends. But then the chief has a plan. He says, "Nelson, I found a wife for you. You will get married." Nelson is surprised. He says, "I do not want to get married yet. I want to study." The chief says, "Too bad. It is tradition." Nelson thinks about this. He grabs his bags, he grabs his friend, Justice, and they run away. They go to the big city. They go to Johannesburg. It is the city of gold. It is loud. It is busy. There are cars everywhere. Nelson is amazed. But he sees something else, too. He sees that life is not fair. South Africa has two groups of people, white people and black people. The white people run the country. They have nice houses. They have nice jobs. They have nice schools. The black people do not. They have hard jobs. They live in small houses. They have no money. Nelson works as a guard at a mine. It is hard work. He is very tired. But he keeps studying at night. He wants to be a lawyer. A lawyer helps people with the rules. Nelson meets a man named Walter Sisulu. Walter is smart. Walter says, "Nelson, You should be a lawyer. You can help our people." Nelson agrees. He studies very hard. He passes his tests. He becomes a lawyer. He opens an office with his friend Oliver Tambo. It is the first black law office in the city. People come to them. "Please help us," they say. "The police hurt me. They took my land." Nelson helps them, but there are too many problems. The laws are the problem. In 1948, the government changes. A new group of white men comes to power. They are very mean. They make a new system. They call it apartheid. That is a funny word. It sounds like apart, hate. It means being apart. They want white people and black people to stay far away from each other. They put up signs, "Whites only," "Blacks only." Best park bench? Whites only. Nice beach? Whites only. Good bus? Whites only. It is terrible. Black people cannot live where they want. They cannot marry who they want. They need a special book to walk in the city. It is called a pass book. If they forget the book, the police take them to jail. Nelson is angry. He joins a group called the ANC. That stands for African National Congress. They want to change the laws. At first, they are peaceful. They do not fight. They talk. They write letters. They march in the street. They sing songs. Nelson becomes a leader. He is tall and handsome. He gives great speeches. He says, "We want freedom. We want to be equal." The people cheer. The government does not cheer. The government is scared. They say, "Stop this now." Nelson says, "No." So the police arrest him. They put him in jail for a short time. Then they let him go. Then they arrest him again. It is a game of cat and mouse. The government makes the rules stricter. They say, "No more protests." In a place called Sharpeville, people march against the passbooks. They leave their books at home. The police shoot at them. Many people die. It is a very sad day. Nelson sees this. He is very sad. He thinks, talking is not working. Letters are not working. They are hurting us. We must fight back. Nelson changes his plan. He starts a secret group. It is called Spear of the Nation. He says, "We will not hurt people, but we will break things." They make plans to break power stations. They want to turn off the lights in the government buildings. Nelson has to hide. The police are looking for him everywhere. He wears disguises. One day he is a chauffeur, that is, a driver. He wears a hat and a coat. The next day he is a cook. He travels around the country. The newspapers call him the Black Pimpernel. That means a ghost you cannot catch. He goes to other countries. He learns how to be a soldier. He asks for money to help his people. But the police are smart too. Nelson comes back to South Africa. He is driving a car. He is wearing his chauffeur outfit. The police stop him. They look at him. "Hello, Nelson," they say. "We got you." He is caught. He goes to court. This is a big trial. The judge looks at him. The government says, "This man is bad. He wants to destroy the country." Nelson stands up. He wears a traditional animal skin. He looks like a chief. He speaks for 4 hours. He says, "I have fought against white domination. I have fought against black domination. I want a free country for everyone. I hope to live for this. But if I need to, I am ready to die for this." The room is quiet. The world is watching. The judge decides, "You will not die," he says, "but you will go to prison for the rest of your life." Nelson is 44 years old. They take him to an island. It is called Robben Island. It is in the middle of the ocean. It is cold and wet. The prison is very bad. Nelson has a tiny cell. It is smaller than a bathroom. He has a bucket for a toilet. He sleeps on the floor. He has 3 thin blankets. The food is bad. It is just corn porridge with no sugar. Every day the guards yell, "Wake up!" They take Nelson and the other prisoners outside. They go to a quarry, that is a place with lots of white rocks. They give Nelson a hammer. "Break these rocks," they say. "Why?" asks Nelson. "Because we said so," say the guards. Nelson hits the rocks. Smash, smash, smash. The sun is hot. The dust goes in his eyes. It hurts his eyes very much. He does this for many years. But Nelson does not give up. He is strong inside. He tells the other prisoners, "Do not let them break your spirit. We are leaders. Let us learn." The prison becomes a school. They call it Robben Island University. They teach each other history and math. Nelson learns the language of the guards. It is called Afrikaans. The other prisoners say, "Why do you learn their language? They are mean." Nelson says, "If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart." Nelson talks to the guards. He asks about their families. He is polite. Slowly, the guards change. They stop yelling. They start to respect him. One guard even brings him an extra blanket. Nelson misses his family. He misses his wife, Winnie. He misses his children. He can only get 1 letter every 6 months. He can only have 1 visitor every 6 months. And when Winnie visits, they cannot touch. There is a thick glass window between them. They have to shout to hear each other. It is very hard. Years pass. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. The world changes. People in other countries see what is happening in South Africa. They say, "This apartheid thing is bad." Singers write songs about Nelson. "Free Nelson Mandela," they sing. Students in London and New York march in the streets. Countries stop selling things to South Africa. They stop playing sports with South Africa. The South African government is lonely. They have no friends left. The government gets a new leader. His name is P.W. Botha. He is an old, angry man. He offers Nelson a deal. "I will let you go," he says, "but you must go to your village and stay there. And you must stop fighting." Nelson says, "No thanks." He stays in prison. He wants freedom for everyone, not just himself. Then things get really bad in South Africa. People are fighting in the streets. The country is on fire. The economy is bad. The white leaders know they cannot win. P.W. Botha gets sick and leaves. A new man comes. His name is F.W. de Klerk. He looks different. He thinks differently. He says, "We need to fix this." De Klerk does something shocking. He lifts the ban on the ANC. He says the group is legal again. Then he asks to see Nelson. Nelson is moved to a better prison house now. It has a pool, but he never swims. De Klerk and Nelson meet. They drink tea. De Klerk says, "It is time. You are free." It is February 11th, 1990. It is a Sunday. The sun is shining. The gates of the prison open. A car drives out. Then it stops. An old man steps out. His hair is white now. He is 71 years old. He has been in prison for 27 years. He holds his wife's hand. He raises his fist in the air. The crowd goes wild. "Mandela! Mandela!" they scream. People are crying. People are dancing. The whole world watches on TV. It is a party. But the work is not done. The country is still divided. Black people are angry about the past. White people are scared about the future. They think, "Nelson will hate us. He will take our houses. He will put us in jail." Some white men want to fight. Some black men want to fight. It is a dangerous time. Nelson travels around the country. He talks to everyone. He says, "Take your guns and throw them into the sea." He says, "Forgiveness is better than revenge." He talks to de Klerk a lot. They argue. They shout. But they keep talking. They write a new rule book for the country. It is called the Constitution. It says, "Everyone is equal. no matter your color, no matter your religion. They win the Nobel Peace Prize together. That is a very big award. In 1994, something amazing happens. It is time to vote for a new president. Before, only white people could vote. Now, everyone can vote. The lines are very long. They stretch for miles. People wait all day. Old ladies in wheelchairs wait. Young men wait. They do not care. They are happy. They make a small X on the paper. Nelson votes for the first time in his life. He smiles. They count the votes. 1, 2, 3, millions. The winner is Nelson Mandela. He is the first black president of South Africa. He stands in front of a huge crowd. He wears a nice suit. He says, "Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another." Now he is the boss. He moves into the president's house. The white workers there are scared. They start packing their boxes. He will fire us, they think. Nelson gathers them together. He says, "Please do not leave. You know this place better than I do. I need your help." They are surprised. They stay. Nelson is kind to everyone. He makes his bed himself. He pours tea for his guests. He does not act like a king. He acts like a grandfather. But the country is still split. White people love a sport called rugby. Their team is the Springboks. They wear green and gold shirts. Black people hate the Springboks. To them, the green shirt is a symbol of the bad old days. When the Springboks play, black people cheer for the other team. Nelson has an idea. South Africa is hosting the Rugby World Cup. It is a big tournament. Nelson invites the captain of the team to tea. The captain is a big white man named Francois. Nelson says, "We need to win this cup. Not just for you, for the whole country." Francois says, "Yes, sir." The rugby team starts teaching the black kids how to play. They learn the new national anthem. The country starts to like them. The final game comes. It is South Africa versus New Zealand. New Zealand is very good. They are huge. They look like giants. The game starts. It is tough. Run, tackle, pass. The score is close. Then Nelson comes onto the field. He is wearing the green Springbok shirt. The crowd gasps. Then they cheer. "Nelson! Nelson!" The white fans are cheering for him. The black fans are cheering for the team. Everyone is together. South Africa wins the game. It is a miracle. Nelson gives the cup to Francois. Francois says, "Thank you, Mr. President." Nelson says, No, thank you. It is the happiest day for the country. Nelson works hard for 5 years. He builds houses. He brings electricity to villages. He brings clean water. He builds schools. He makes sure children get free medicine. He travels the world. He meets the Queen of England. He meets Michael Jackson. Everyone wants to meet him. He always smiles. He always wears colorful shirts. They are called Madiba shirts. Madiba is his clan name. It is a name of respect. After 5 years, people say, "Nelson, please stay. Be president again." But Nelson says, "No, I am old. I am tired. It is time for younger people to lead." This is very rare. Usually, leaders want to stay forever. But Nelson steps down. He goes back to his home. He sits in his chair. He plays with his grandchildren. He writes books. He gets older and older. His white hair gets thinner. He walks slower. But his smile is still bright. On his birthdays, the whole country has a party. Children sing to him. He is the grandfather of the nation. In 2013, Nelson gets sick. He goes to the hospital. The doctors try to help, but he is 95 years old. His body is tired. On December 5th, the news comes. Nelson Mandela has died. The world stops. Everyone is sad. But they also celebrate. They light candles. They dance in the streets. They say, "Thank you, Madiba." Leaders from all over the world come to his funeral. Presidents, kings, and queens. They all stand together. They remember the boy from the small village, the boy who looked after cows, the boy who ran away to the city, the lawyer who fought for fairness, the prisoner who broke rocks, the president who forgave his enemies. Nelson Mandela showed the world something important. He showed that hate is easy, but love is powerful. He showed that you can break rocks, but you cannot break hope. He showed that enemies can become friends. And that is the story of Nelson Mandela. From a troublemaker to a peacemaker. From a prisoner to a president. A man who changed the world with a smile and a very colorful shirt.